I would like to welcome all of you tonight to our kickoff meeting for the New Beginnings television show. I'm very pleased and proud to say that we have received a lot of nominations, and we have 4 beautiful, wonderful women that were nominated from their children, and through a long, hard process of the committee getting together. We read each nomination. We thought them through. We prayed over them. We talked about them. We have 4 ladies from the Nassau County area, 3 of them being from Callahan. 1 of them is from Hilliard. And tonight what we're going to do is meet and greet all of you, as well as you can meet and greet some of the makeover team. And we're very excited about what's going to be going on. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Kim Nelson from the Heavenly Cottage in Callahan. It is a women's clothing and gift store, and I will be contributing to the makeover process as well. I also have Kim Nelson Ministries right here in Callahan and in Jacksonville that we do a lot of worldwide ministry, and we're excited about what God is doing in our life. I would like to start by introducing our candidates that are here tonight. And if you will, when I say your name,
and it says, hello,
please stand so everyone can see you.
Like to tell you about
our first nomination came from a daughter by the name of Heather Haviland. And it says, hello, my name is Heather Haviland, and I would like to tell you about my mother and why she needs a makeover. My mom is 42 years old, and she is the sweetest, caring person I know. And I'm not just saying that because she's my mother. Well, this is my story about my mother. Well, she has 3 kids. I have 2 sisters, 1 sister and 1 stepsister, and 1 brother. I am 18 years old. My sister Beth is 19 and 3 months pregnant. My brother is 20 years old. And my brother is 20 years old. Well, anyway, Mom keeps up with all of us, and believe me, that is hard work. My mom and Dad have been married for 19 years. My mom had a real hard life growing up. She didn't have very much. My mother never does anything for herself. It's always for us kids or for my dad. If my mom needs this makeover really bad. A few years ago, my mom had to move to have her top teeth taken out, and she doesn't smile. I want my mom to be able to smile. We don't have the money to go to the dentist, and that hurts her all the time. This makeover would be a dream come true for my mother, and I would like to see her get new glasses also. She needs new ones. She doesn't see very good with the ones she has anymore. But again, we don't have the money. My mom would do anything for anyone before she would do it for herself. That's why I think my mother needs this makeover. Please help my mother. I just want her to smile again and feel good about herself. My mother's first grandbaby is on the way and is due on January 1st, 2008. And she said all she wants is to be able to look at her new grandbaby and smile back and say, hello, I am Grandma, with a nice smile. My mother doesn't talk to many people because she is worried about what they may say about her with no teeth. My mom likes to wear makeup sometimes, but she said it doesn't make her look any better. She was always putting herself down, and that hurts me a lot because I love my mother very much. And I want the best for her. She is always helping someone. And it doesn't matter what it might be. If Mom can help, she is there. I have seen my mom go without a lot of things, but she's always there for us kids no matter what. You can count on Mom. That's why my mother needs this makeover. Please help her. When I saw the paper last week, I could not believe my eyes. I had to read it 5 times to believe what I was reading. I said to myself, that's what my mother needs, a makeover. I just could not believe it. Someone out there is willing to help someone. My mother deserves the best. I have never in 18 years seen so much caring, loving in a person as my mother. You can ask anyone that knows my mom, and they will tell you the same thing. My mom would feed anyone before she would feed herself. I have seen it with my brother's friends. They will come over sometimes, and my mom would not have much to eat, but she would feed them before she would feed herself. Now that is what is called a very sweet person. So please consider my mom for the makeover. She's the best, and I want her to feel good about herself. My dad works hard every day, and he loves my mother very much. He just wishes he could give her more than he does. But it's hard not having the money due to what they want to do is pay the bills and help us kids out. I know it's hard on Mom and Dad. That's why I'm writing you this letter. I don't want Dad to look at my mother anymore and say, honey, you look so... I want my dad to look at my mother and say, honey, you look so good. Will you marry me again? And just to see my mom smile would make me one happy, happy person. No, we don't have much, but we do have each other. And my mother tries so hard for us, and I want to give something back to her. You know that song, Just to See You Smile? That's what I want for my mother, just to see her smile. Well, I don't know if this is enough words, but that's how I feel about my mom. She's the best mom anyone could ever ask for. And I'm sure that there are a lot of good mothers out there, but my mother's the best, and I want her to look and feel good about herself. She's not getting any younger. Well, I hope you can read this letter. I don't write very well, but I thank you, and I think you understand what I mean. We have the best mom ever. Please help her with the makeover. Thank you so very much, and we will be praying to hear from you soon. Thank you, Heather Haviland. At this time, I would like for Heather to stand. Heather is the beautiful daughter that wrote the nomination of her mother. And Heather, we commend you for your writing. We thank you for taking the time to sit and write such a beautiful nomination. And if you would, I would like for you to introduce your mom. This is Darlene Haviland. Let's give her a hand. We're going to do the very best we can to help you, okay? All right, we're going to pray for miracles. Amen. Thank you so much. It was so hard, you can tell. All of these, it was a test to sit and read such beautiful nominations. Our next candidate starts, Dear Mrs. Nelson, hi, my name is Lucinda Reed. I am 9 years old. I'm writing to tell you why my mom, Alice Reed, deserves a makeover. She is loving and kind and caring. When we go to the store, she takes of me and my sister and my dad, and even my dog, and not herself. I could not tell you when the last time was that my mom had a new outfit. She is always thinking of others. My mom is always there for us when we are happy, when we are sad, when we are mad, and when we are sick. I have asthma, so we have had a lot of doctor's appointments. My mom has had to take me to the hospital all hours of the night. And sometimes we were there all night, but my mom never said anything. And you could see in her eyes that she was sleeping. And when I do have problems, she sometimes is up all night with my daddy when he is sick. My mom had to drive him everywhere because he could not drive. My mom is always watching other kids so their moms and dads can go out. She takes my cousins back and forth to school. My mom is always helping at my school almost every day. Then she comes home and cooks and cleans and makes sure I have a bath. She takes my sister back and forth to work, and she takes me to Girl Scouts. And we just came back from a 2-day trip, and my mom worked cleaning and watching other kids. So when we finally get home and she thinks everything is done, There's
every
animals
night,
to feed,
and I pray
dishes
for
to
everyone,
do,
even
and I
though
think she
we don't
really
have
deserves
much,
this
we always
makeover.
pray
Let
for
me
the
tell
ones
you,
that have
she
less
deserves a
than
lot of
us.
things that we can't afford
And the ad
because she
said
cares
there's
so
one
much
thing
for
that the
everyone.
woman needed.
Then when
My
it's
mom
time to
needs
go
a
to
new
bed,
dryer.
she
Hers
makes
went
me
out
say
about
my
2
prayers every night, and I pray for everyone. Even though we don't have much, we always pray for the ones that have less than us. And the ad said, list one thing that the woman needed. My mom needs a new dryer. Hers went out about 2 weeks ago, so she's having to go to the laundromat 2 days a week. My mom is very special to me, and I really hope she wins. I just want you to know that I really love my mom. Thank you very much, Lucinda Reed. P.S. I only wrote 304 words. I hope it doesn't hurt my mom because she never wins anything. Well, Lucinda, if you would stand, I would like to tell you that just because you wrote 304 words, it did not hurt you, and your mom was chosen to receive one of the makeovers. So if you will turn to your mom, Miss Reed, if you will please stand. This is Alice Reed, and she is one of our candidates, and we're going to be doing a makeover on Miss Alice Reed. Congratulations. Our next contestant wrote a letter to me. And all through this letter, you see these little quotations or parentheses, and I believe he was counting his words as he was writing to make sure. The nominations had to be 500-word essays about the woman. So that's why Lucinda mentioned it's only 304 words, and that's why I believe that our next nomination, the
Then
person
Earl
that wrote
came
this
into
was
our
counting
lives.
to make sure they
He
got
was
it
the
in.
maintenance man at
The
the
letter starts
apartment
like
complex
this.
we were living
It
at.
seems like
He
my
seemed
mom
okay
has had
at
hard
first.
times ever
Mom
since
got a call
she
at
and my
work
dad
about her
split
bank
up
account.
back in
It turned out
1999.
that
We were
Earl was
stationed in
taking my
England
mom's
because my
ATM
dad is
card
in the Air
without her
Force.
knowledge.
When he
and
told my
withdrawing
mom
money.
that he wanted a
She
divorce,
confronted
Mom
him
and I
and
left
never had
England on
anything
Easter
to do with
Sunday
him
of
again.
March of 2000
At
and
this
came to
point,
Florida.
it was 2
We
years
lived
since
with
we
my
were back from
aunt,
England.
uncle, cousin, and
Mom's
grandma
friends
for a
were
few
trying to
months
hook her
until
up.
we got an apartment.
Finally, she
Mom
gave
had a few
in
different jobs
and
until
went
a
and
decent
met
one came
Michael
around.
Stewart.
Things had
Mr.
been going
Mike,
fine.
he was
She
stationed on the
didn't
same
date because
ship
she was
as a friend's
focusing on
husband
getting
was on
our life in order. Then Earl came into our lives. He was the maintenance man at the apartment complex we were living at. He seemed okay at first. Mom got a call at work about her bank account. It turned out that Earl was taking my mom's ATM card without her knowledge and withdrawing money. She confronted him and never had anything to do with him again.